It's Week 14 of the NFL. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Cowboys and the Texans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Mills looking to the air right away. And his first pass is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mills. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
1st down, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Cowboys at 11-1 now on the year. And they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Throwing, Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their 1st quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Neville Gallimore showing off a bit on that nice stop.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 12 carries, 51 yards.
I can remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, here's Mills. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Prescott now from the 50. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Prescott to throw on 4th. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 28. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 8.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. An extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy, but let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 17-0 our score after 1. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Prescott on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Inside give to Elliott. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Holding offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Prescott to throw it. Open man right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Texans scoop it. There goes Green. He's at the 30. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Well, as we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight, we got a good one in the AFC West. Get the Parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those Parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hunt.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The kick by Fairbairn is good.
And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Texans say they have it, they do.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The give is to Elliott.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Running with Elliott. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott's throw hauled in by Washington. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
False start. Offense.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Mills' throw caught by Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7.50.
Now you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of run.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mills. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot. But that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On second and goal, Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins from 13 yards out. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Mills to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Calvin Joseph.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. It's caught by Sanders. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Mills on 3rd and 2. Swings this out for Hunt.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mills again. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And quickly, they get to the line.
From the 41, Mills.
He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
And once again, this is Sanders. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Houston.
Mills on 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10, Mills. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Touchdown, Houston! Emmanuel Sanders as the first half is winding down.
And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start in the Northeast, an NFC East battle, and a good one between Philadelphia and New York. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. From there, we're off to check out another game. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown reception. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Left side to Lamb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A give to Elliott. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This goes down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Prescott off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. That's caught. It's James Washington. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 19. 23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Prescott to throw it. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of defending runs from that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Elliott. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet? I'm
not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Yeah, this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On play action, Prescott. And this one is incomplete. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On 2nd down, Elliott. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Only 3 points there, but yeah, I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 2-point conversions? That's difficult.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Houston's offense taking over again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Prescott on 1st down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And again, it's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And he's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Garibay on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Mills. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And down inside the 15 he goes. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Sanders has it over the middle. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Mills now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Throwing, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Every 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the option, here's Elliott. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Prescott now. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Elliott going to get it again on second down. Down to the 25. Inside give to Elliott. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Garabay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Houston set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Mills. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot. They pick it off a pass.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. 2nd and 8. The give is to Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 132 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Again, it's Elliott. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. The carries knocked out. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to about the 32. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Garabay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mills to throw it.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
And out now come the Cowboys.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.